Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Gators will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing.
The 22
assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the offense on first down. To the ground with the back. Discards a man. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Quarterback will keep it. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Howard.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. They're going to ride this running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. He'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes it past the marker. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They get to the line quickly. They'll give it to Johnson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
He leaves it with his back. And stampeding through the defense. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
How impressive has this offense been just hogging the ball? They've just been eating away at the clock. They've been matriculating the football down the field. And here they are scoring a touchdown on their opening possession. The opposing quarterback's like, bro, when am I going to get the ball? When do I get a chance to take the field? That was crazy.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
2nd down now after the sack. Looking downfield, it's Glagway. He tries to take the top off. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside the 25. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try the outside to the left. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, this defense is on heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a 1st down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Give to the running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. The handoff to Johnson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He'll try to do it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gill. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Feeling some heat. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. It's complete. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they're still short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And he makes the extra point. Boy, did they play keep away on that drive. Didn't think they were ever going to give it up. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. So that's going to do it here in the 1st half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this 2nd half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
I think that's a decision the head coach is going to look back on and wish he had done the other thing and just kick it way down the field. We've got a tie game. We've got so much football left to play here in the 2nd half. Instead, because you don't get the onside kick, your opponent is now set up in really nice field position to go down, score, and take the lead.
Going up top on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he pulls it in at the 15. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Now from inside the red zone. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The Gators will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. He's got to get to the sticks. Touchdown, Florida! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And there's so many targets to focus on, so many elite playmakers, and they just lost it. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that well. Good coverage.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Gill. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
How good has this offense been on 4th down, converting all 3 times, and they're lining up to go for it again. They're trying to get to it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
They're bringing heat. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. Looking to move it through the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes a connection.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Dropping back, it's Lagway. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down, stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Looking to throw on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida 21, Iowa 14.
Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. To the ground, he's got it again. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up. The handoff to Johnson. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Pressure coming. Still on his feet at the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run and now to throw. Looking to buy time. It's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. So excited. You force the fumble. I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls in.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That is what you call putting a little air under it and letting your guy run to it.
Exactly right, Ace. It's so hard to track that football when you put so much air underneath it, and I'm trying to run with the wide receiver. He's so used to doing that every single day in practice, and you could tell he saw the ball great, went up and plucked.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. From the shotgun, the inside give. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
And the Gators inside the final minute trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They'll try the right side. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Gators will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Florida.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air, it's McNamara. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.